Hello everyone and welcome to the Starseed Dragon. We are going to do a review today of the Crow Tarot. I actually did this review about a month ago, and I went to go edit the videos and the videos didn't take. So I'm doing the review all over again. So here we are with the Crow Tarot. It's created by MJ Cullinane. And here's the back of the box. I do have a link, an affiliate link in the description box below. It does come with a guidebook. I will be reading the descriptions of each of the cards, as we usually do. This is the back of it. And let me see if I get my measuring tape. They are about 5 inches by, oh, there's the brief, a little over 3 inches. And we will go to our centimeters. They're 13 centimeters by about 8.5 centimeters. And they're fairly good sized for tarot cards. Got a nice, hope that glare doesn't show up. Got a nice cover. So, or backing. They're fairly thick cards. Nice. Okay, so let me just do my little get my camera all ready for you. Okay, so we're going to start off the beginning of the deck, which is the Major Arcana. And I'm not going to read the entire book, just the descriptions of each of the cards. If you like this deck, again, there is a link in the description. It is an affiliate link. I'll probably get 2 or 3 cents. But every penny counts, right? Okay, first up is the Fool. Look how pretty he is. Keywords: innocence, beginnings, free spirit, faith, adventure. Element is air. Unafraid, the crow does not waver a bit and has faith that the log and river will provide a great adventure. In the distance, there is a wind blowing, whistling a warning. Yet the crow remains faithful, knowing that despite how stormy or choppy the waters may become, in the future, the log will keep her afloat. The Fool card asks that you have faith in the universe and live fearlessly. You will come through the storm. If you allow hope to replace fear, imagine the adventures you have waiting. Upright, this card is urging you to have faith. Reversed, this card is asking you to assess whether or not you are pushing belief past its limits. Your higher self is sending you a warning that although the universe has your back, it is not an open invitation to make foolish or adverse decisions that could have a severe and negative impact on your future. Interesting. So we have upright and reverse. Definitions, which, not a lot of decks have the reverse definition. So that's something to think about. Next up is the Magician. Keywords: alchemy, resourcefulness, creativeness, manifesting. Element is air. Connecting the physical world with the spirit realm, the Magician Crow pulls the energy of the 4 suits representing earth, water, air, and fire to create a spark that has the power to manifest into a transformative idea. Rising above the craggy, desolate mountains lined by red and white roses at the base, the magician symbolizes the first steps of generating success. He has the ability to carve out the desired path through difficulty, using life experiences and pure heart. Sometimes, however, the crow has an imposter, is an imposter, a trickster. Reversed, the magician crow uses the connected power of the spirit realm for greedy purposes. The magician in this position may denote you have fallen prey and have become another gullible victim. Take the time to look inward and ask if your motives are pure of heart. Good to know. Next card in the Major Arcana. Number 2, the High Priestess. Key words: intuition, spirit guides, divine guidance, magic. Element is water. The High Priestess takes the spark created by the magician and transforms the idea into a tangible reality. Like a shadow passing in the night, her energy is present and can be felt in the gut, but not always seen. Her intuitive power lies in the spiritual unconsciousness, allowing the High Priestess to soar back and forth through the veil, bringing with her divine knowledge. Perched on the moon and surrounded by the 4 suits, your connection with the High Priestess is active at this time and should be utilized. She comes ready to deliver the answers you seek through dreams and symbols. Pay attention, she is with you. If the High Priestess appears reversed, it is a message that your connection with your inner self has been lost. As a result, the High Priestess is unable to communicate the information you need to make a wise decision. She strongly urges you to take time for yourself and to allow for communication to come to you through the quietness of spirit. Her message is to pay attention. There is magic in this world. You only need to allow yourself to experience it. Agreed. Agreed. Next card, the Empress. Key words: motherhood, abundance, business success, creativity. Element earth. The fertile Empress flies over the abundant, lush landscape of Mother Earth. She is uplifted by the warmth that radiates from connectedness with the planet. The Empress sends a loving message to take time to pamper yourself and to embrace the feminine energy within all of us. Her spirit is pure love and bringing things to life. She asks that you go into nature to feel the soothing and healing power that invigorates the soul. When the Empress pays a visit, she may bring a message of a new birth. Reversed, the Empress is a warning that the lack of harmony you are feeling is a result of being disconnected from your friends or family or from nature. Your heart is shielded, making building relationships difficult. The Empress is calling out to you, asking that you go inward and be creative. Only when you accept yourself and direct your heart's loving energy inward will you be free to radiate love and compassion outward to others. Excellent message. Next up is the Emperor. Key words: father-like authority, fair-minded, wisdom, protective. Element is fire. The Emperor represents masculine father energy, whereas the Empress offers abundant love and nurturing. The Emperor brings a solid foundation of order and rules that provide security and stability. The crow stands on a sword, a symbol of power, protection, authority, strength, and courage. The round head on the throne represents leadership and initiative. The Emperor's energy brings order to chaos. He is not a dictator nor a taskmaster. He is, however, a strong leader who commands devotion through wisdom and integrity. Crows are known for passing information through their DNA to future generations to protect them from possible dangers. The emperor sits on his throne ready to share his knowledge to ensure all around him stay safe. Channel his power in times of uncertainty. Through fearless determination and enterprise, it will manifest success. If the emperor appears reversed, this may serve as a warning that arrogance and overconfidence are getting in the way. As a result, you risk losing the respect you crave. Nice. Next up is the Hierophant. Keywords: education, tradition, religious institutions, higher learning. Element: earth. The Hierophant crow is pragmatic and does not take unnecessary risks. This crow appears at a time when a conventional approach is needed to resolve a situation or help further a project. This card brings a warning that now is not the time to think outside the box. Instead, seek knowledge from a well-regarded institution or person. The Hierophant's role is to stand before others as a mentor and spiritual teacher. He is deeply connected with the divine and could represent guidance that comes from connecting with our higher self through a professional healer. When the Hierophant appears reversed, it may imply a need to be less restrictive in your thought process and creative thinking. Nice. Okay. Next up, let's see. Okay. The Lovers. Keywords: love, business partnership, choices, relationships. Element: air. On the surface, this card represents love and unity. However, it goes deeper as it also describes karmic passion and soul relationships that span lifetimes. The crows have traveled together through space and time. Drinking from the same heart binds them as their veins fill with the same life force, joining their spirit for eternity. Together, each decision is made as the outcome will forever affect them both. From the person you love to the place you settle down, this card asks that you examine your belief system and use your inner compass when deciding to join forces. The Lovers brings the message that some benefits and consequences will eventually reveal themselves for better or for worse. The Lovers reversed may tell of an imbalance in a relationship. As a result, you may discover you are not being honest with yourself about the reasoning behind your decision. Take the time to check in, meditate, and examine your choices. Interesting message. Okay, next up is the Chariots. Lovely. The Chariots. Keywords: determination, willpower, drive, success. Element is water. The triumphant crow, soaring through the stormy sky with fearlessness and strength, rides a chariot of thunderous clouds to victory. The chariot is a sign to go forward with confidence, knowing that your well-executed plan will be a success. It asks that you summon your power to fly above the barriers and soar through obstacles. The crow who rides victoriously on the chariot has learned to harness his aggression, extracting only the positive energy required to finish the task. In contrast, the reverse chariot could indicate a loss of control or being dragged into a situation that may not lead to the best outcome. Good to know. Next up, strength. Key words: inner strength, passion, virility, confidence. Element is fire. It is not through brute force that this crow has achieved the challenging goal of taming the wild beast. It is because she has mastered her ability to connect with the higher frequency, channeling trust and respect. The positive energy she radiates enables the crow to balance confidently on the lion's nose, not in conquest, but out of mutual respect. The crow has learned how to remove her ego, quieting the hum of fear, allowing her to hear the inner guidance of her higher consciousness. It is from this place she wields the true power of strength. The strength card suggests you will have an experience that requires you to summon the power that comes only from exercising inner peace and freeing yourself from the influences of ego and fear. When reversed, strength may be warning that you are not in control of your emotions and that your motives are fear or ego based. Ask yourself if your strength comes from power or force. Nice to know. It's a good definition, I think. Okay, next up is the hermit. Keywords: meditation, time alone, enlightenment, wisdom. Element is earth. The solitary hermit crow, aged and wise, is perched upon a sacred tree in quiet contemplation deep in the woods. He listens to what the tree needs to say as the falling snow lands on the smallest of branches. It is the tree that has provided the crow knowledge and is a symbol of the subconscious mind. After this time of quiet reflection, he is ready to pass his knowledge to those who are willing and prepared to travel into the thickest part of the woods. In his mouth, he holds a lantern, a symbol of wisdom to light the way. The soft, bright, glistening snowflakes represent cleansing and moving in a spiritual direction that will lead to fulfillment in one's journey. The reversed hermit suggests that you have retreated not for self-discovery, but instead to escape day-to-day challenges that have left you feeling overwhelmed. Spending too much time alone may lead to feeling isolated or self-absorbed. Ask yourself if you are recharging or retreating. Okay, next up, the Wheel of Fortune. Keywords: cycle of life, ups and downs, luck. Element is fire. What goes around comes around, and so does the Wheel of Fortune. During difficult times, this card serves as a reminder that with the bad comes the good, and a change is coming. The three crows in the center point inward, symbolizing our inner power to move the wheel and our ability to control the amount of time we spend either up or down. The 8 crows facing outward on the wheel represent the spokes of the wheel and the energy that each direction possesses. Although they appear to be fixed to the wheel, their wings allow them some freedom, symbolizing our ability to learn from and move past a difficult situation. Interesting. Upright, this card indicates that change is coming and it will be a welcome shift. Perhaps a difficult time is ending. Reversed, however, is a warning that difficult times will soon come. How quickly you can make the wheel spin is up to you. The question to ask yourself now is, Are those troubles a result of bad luck or bad choices? Interesting. Next up is the Justice card. Keywords: fairness, balance, law. Element is air. The crow flies upward with wings open. He has nothing to conceal. His honesty has earned him the respect of his peers, as they know he will take a balanced and fair approach to every situation. This crow of justice brings the message to take the time to see a problem or difficult challenge from all sides before making any decisions. It is also time to consider all consequences. If justice is reversed, it may indicate that there is a person who hasn't been completely honest. If you look deep inside, that person may even be yourself. It may be a good time to examine your personal truth. Good to know. Good to know. Next up is the Hanged Man. Keywords: delay, letting go, waiting to decide. Element is water. The crow hangs from the blossoming cherry tree, allowing his wings to fall in complete surrender. He stays still, leaning into the position and allowing the blood to rush in to nourish his brain, away from the raucous noises of the roost. He has let go and is at peace. It is in the silence he will discover the answers he needs to help move a project or desire forward. The Hanged Man asks that you put a situation or plan on pause so that you can look at it from a different angle. There may be a vital element that you are missing, and the result may be a longer delay. The Hanged Man may suggest getting away from the situation both mentally and physically, so that you can recharge your energy and approach the issue with a renewed vitality. This card may also represent a project put on hold due to external force out of your control. The only course of action is to wait patiently. In contrast, the reversed Hanged Man feels as though he has been putting in too much effort compared to the amount of success he is seeing. It may also point to a person who has lost faith in his or her idea and is ready to give up without doing the necessary spiritual work that would help in finding a solution. Interesting. Next up is death. Keywords: change, ending, new beginning, transformation, mortality. Element is water. The crow has let go and made peace with the change that must take place for her life to move forward in a positive direction. Her death is symbolic of transformation and comes with a warning. Unless you are willing to sacrifice the part of you that is holding you back, you will feel pain or discomfort in the future. This card marks a profound change coming, one that has the possibility of creating a positive outcome if you can allow the change to happen without fear of the unknown. Death reversed is a sign that you are resisting change and holding on to behaviors or thought patterns that are preventing your growth. Take this as a warning to look at habits that are preventing you from reaching your full potential. Good to know. Next up is Temperance. Temperance. Moderation, our keywords is moderation, alchemy, angel communication. Element is fire. The energy of this crow is patient and balanced. She has the power to project grace and calm on the outside while actively solving problems and figuring out solutions to complicated issues inside. When the Temperance card appears, it is a sign to take a long-term view when embarking on a journey or seeking a solution. Just as the crow blends two opposite liquids, try to blend and harmonize with the people around you. When working with others, ask for their input and incorporate their ideas. Perhaps something totally new will come of it. When reversed, Temperance warns of being short-sighted and feeling a lack of balance or harmony in your day-to-day life. Temperance is about moderation. If you find yourself feeling overly emotional about a situation, seek ways to balance your energy. Good to know. Next up is the Devil. Keywords: addiction, bondage, temptation, violence. Element is earth. Perched in the middle of a river of blood atop his latest prey, the devil is disinterested in the lives he has destroyed. His presence can be cold and dark. At times, to catch his prey, he channels his charming nature and allows the unsuspecting victim to willingly follow, only to discover later he has taken their joy and replaced it with despair. Chained, yet able to free herself if she sincerely wishes, this little bird, symbolizing purity and a free spirit that has succumbed to the forceful demands of the devil. This card can mean that there is an addiction that is preventing you from finding real freedom and happiness. It may also indicate a fear of change. This card points out that the chains that have you bound may be your own creation. The devil reversed is a sign that you are no longer blinded by the materialism and overindulgences of the devil. You can free your mind and body from the shackles that have kept you from realizing your real potential. Interesting. Okay, next up is the Tower. Keywords: drastic change, upheaval, catastrophe. Element is fire. Each night the crows gather to roost in the top of an old bell tower that sits on a hill away from the city lights. The tower has always provided a comfortable shelter that offered security for young and old. That is, of course, until it didn't. The tower comes with a warning. Do not become too comfortable or complacent. Do not think for a moment that it all can't be whisked away in a flash. Mentally prepare yourself. Change is always afoot. Sometimes change happens and goes by virtually unnoticed, but not this time. You will feel it and it will shake your ground. You will manage how you manage this change will have a direct impact on how you fare in the future. The energy caused by this change may spark something within that will move you toward a better place. How the pieces fall are up to you. Change is inevitable, and when the tower appears reversed, it is a sign that you are doing everything in your power to prevent the necessary course of action. In doing so, you are delaying the experience you need to learn from to move forward. Interesting. Next up is the Star. Keywords: wishes, happiness, astronomy, optimism. Element is air. Bathing in the crystal clear night sky, the crow allows the water to wash over her wings and cleanse away the negativity of the past. On a branch, a songbird serenades the crow and hearkens a time of newfound optimism. The star card brings the gift of hope and a message that any problematic time in your life will soon be over, and the place you find yourself will be one of love and stability. You will feel a profound transformation, one that connects spiritually, and as a result, can lead to a lifetime change. When the star is reversed, hope and encouragement are replaced with a feeling of despair and lack of motivation. Take this as a message to quiet your mind and ask yourself what is holding you back. Listen to your gut. It will provide you with the solution to find success and happiness. Listen to your guts. Good message. Okay, next up is the moon. Oh, there's a crow in the moon. Nice. The moon. Keywords: dreams and nightmares, the shadow self, subconscious, deception. Element is water. In a dreamlike state, the crow rests on a branch, staring at the moon as it reflects a darker image of herself, her dark side. Below the crow, there is a pond, which represents the subconscious mind, with a caged raven symbolizing her wild side that she attempts to restrain. It is the part of herself that she tries to conceal because it invokes feelings of shame. The moon illuminates areas where we project our insecurities. In doing so, we fall victim to our own harmful powers that may have infiltrated the psyche. Sit by the light of the moon and travel inward to find areas where fear and anxiety have taken control. The moon asks, what are you concealing? Learning to recognize and accept all the parts of our being, even the components that may be considered weaknesses, is essential for being whole. The moon reversed could signal a time where you release yourself from the bondage of fear and see your life in a brighter, more positive light. It may also suggest a time of heightened psychic abilities. Nice. Next up is the sun. Keywords: optimism, positivity, success, happiness, good fortune. Element is fire. The crow stands fearlessly on the back of a glistening white horse, with her wings reaching outward in freedom. She is open to the radiant energy of the sun as it illuminates her soul and brings success to all she desires to accomplish. She comes to you with the message that luck is on your side, and you will soon feel the brightness and warmth of the sun. Bask in all of the potential entering into your life at this time, and allow this energy to raise your frequency. If reversed, this card is a sign that you are not able to feel the gifts the sun has to offer, and as a result, there is a feeling of pessimism that is preventing your success. Even if blocked by clouds, the energy of the sun is always there for you. The question is, can you look beyond the clouds to see it? Next up, judgment. Keywords: transition, reincarnation, rebirth. Element is fire. The crow calls out for those who are ready to rise up and face their past by accepting the judgment. Only by acknowledging the history will you be able to move forward into the future. Now is an excellent time to meditate and listen to your inner voice. It is only through quiet contemplation that you will find a path to absolution. The judgment card may reflect a recent awakening that has moved you to take stock of any habits or life choices that are holding you back. When judgment is reversed, it may suggest that you are not the one in control of your decisions, or that you have given up power. It may also point to a time of being over-judgmental, and as a result, you are missing an opportunity. Don't miss opportunities. Okay. Next up is the World. Key words: successful completions, end of a journey, wholeness. Element is earth. Dancing within a laurel wreath, the crow celebrates. She is surrounded by the 4 fixed signs: Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius, symbolizing the 4 seasons that mark the passage of time. The World is the last card of the major arcana and represents the successful and fruitful end of a journey, one that you have charted since your very first step. The World symbolizes a time of great joy and relief because the hard work you have invested has finally paid off. It is time to revel in the glory of a job well done. Reversed, this card could indicate you are trying to finish a project. However, you may have lost sight of the original vision and are now stuck trying to figure out the next step. You may also have experienced a break in a relationship without the closure needed to move on. Take the time to look inward, as your internal compass will point you in the right direction to help the world right itself once again. And there we have it, the major arcana. We're going to end the video here, and we are going to go on to our next video going over the suit of wands. So we will see you in that video. Other than that, have a great day, and we'll see you in the next video.